Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of How to Use Microsoft Teams and Microsoft Tools. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a meeting or an appointment using the calendar function in either your Teams app or your Microsoft Outlook, your email. The really great thing about the Microsoft Suite products is that they all talk to each other, so they should all connect. If you are in the Teams app, I'll show you first. Over here on your left panel, there's something called the calendar. Go ahead and click on that. And you'll see that I have mine set up to show work week, but you can have it to the whole week, the day. So if you have it to the whole week, and you can see, excuse me, that I had a rehearsal last week that I set up through Teams, so it shows all of your Teams activities, not just the one that you're on. So say I'd like to set up a meeting with McKinley. So I'm going to look at next week. By clicking here. I'm going to go back to work week because we're not going to meet on the weekends. So say I'm going to set up a meeting with McKinley on Monday. This is not connected to my work email, so you can't see that I'm busy or not, but I can, once you send me a message telling me that you want a meeting, then I can always change the time. So I want to say the meeting's at 1 o'clock. So I double click here, it brings up a new screen, and I'm going to say meeting about one act. You can call it whatever you want. It's required attendees. I'm going to @ McKinley. The suggested time is 30 minutes. You can change that manually or by going back to the board. Does not repeat, no, but you can, once we set up a rehearsal schedule, you can make that happen there. In the channel, I'm going to leave that blank because we don't need to do that. Location, I was going to say Teams, but we don't need to. You can leave a short message for McKinley. I'm going to say this is a test about how to create a meeting. Then I'm going to click Scheduling Assistant, and it will show me that all of the attendees I have listed, McKinley, she's free. She doesn't have anything at 1 o'clock on Monday. Now that may not be true. Once I send, if she doesn't have her calendar updated, it won't show any of her appointments. But I'm going to send this to McKinley now, and she will get an email that she can click to accept or propose a new time. So that's essentially how you create a calendar appointment meeting on Teams. You can also do that in Outlook. So here we are in Outlook. There's a couple of functions I want to show you here if you haven't played around, because this will give you a great real-world experience of using these tools in, someday at your job. So down here in the, we can see McKinley has already accepted. This is happening in real time. So she just got an email and she accepted it. Great. Now I don't need to keep this email, so I'm going to delete it because it's automatically going to show up on my calendar. When I click calendar, here it is. Meeting about, it's the same calendar that you saw when we were on Teams. I can click, oops, I could click on it. I don't know what's happening. Maybe there's a little bit of a delay. But anyway, there's the meeting. There we go. And it's set to have a reminder 15 minutes before. And then when it's time to join the meeting, I literally just click that link there. And so does McKinley. And there we are. And if I wanted to change it or edit it, I could, and so could McKinley. So I'm going to close that up. So creating a meeting through the calendar part of your Outlook is the same. You would, well, I think it is. Oh, I see, it's new event right here. But I just clicked on this. So you can do it either way. The way I just did it was just to literally click on the calendar, or you can click new event. And you would call it meeting about one act, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to make McKinley the person again. Literally, this is the exact same thing. Actually, in the Outlook version, it's telling you already if everyone is available right then and there, rather than clicking Scheduling Assistants. So that's how to use Calendar in either of those apps. I want to go back down here to show you, this is people. If you haven't updated your contacts list, this is a great place to do it. If you go back to your mail, there's a couple things that you might want to do to clean up your mailbox, because I bet you're getting a lot of email. I like to not have things in my email inbox. I like to put them into folders. So down here, you can see this is being very slow. It's taking its time, of course, while I am live doing this. But essentially, you can create a folder for every one of your classes or any subject matter. I don't know why it's not showing me. Let's do a refresh. Okay, so this right here, this email is about auditions. I'm going to keep this in my email because I have to remember that I have to contact McKinley back. However, this one is a movie, so I'm going to click the little button next to it, and I want to move it to a folder I've created called Warm-Up Dance, which is where you guys have been sending me your dances. So I'm going to click that in there. ELF update, okay? I'm going to move that one to ELF. This is an email that was bounced back to me, so I want to remember to try to send that back to a person and get their corrected email. So I want to create a folder. It's as simple as just typing in what you want to do, which is I'm going to call this one email addresses to fix. Create new, and that's swooped into that folder. Down here in folders, I don't know why it's not allowing me to show you. Oh, here it is down here. You can see that they are right here in alphabetical order, and if you click on them, it'll take you to anything you have saved in that particular folder. So I hope that showed you a little bit about how you can use Outlook and clean it up and organize yourself a little better if you're getting a bunch of emails from your teachers and you're trying to keep track of everything. You can also create a to-do list right here in Outlook by clicking right here. You can create reminders for yourself. So if you want to set up assignments and then give yourself a deadline, it attaches to your calendar. So if you have a meeting with a teacher, you can put it in that calendar. You can attach the to-do list to it. You can connect anything from OneNote or OneDrive or SharePoint to any of your to-do lists or calendar updates too. So it's a really cool function that you guys can take advantage of. You can add tasks. It's very self-explanatory. Everything is, well, I haven't used tasks in my newer Outlook, but I do on my corporate work. So very simple, very straightforward. And I hope this has been helpful and you can get a little more utility out of your Outlook tools. Good luck.